March Madness kicks off in like an hour. I'm told that. Very excited. We got a couple of guests who start in the first wave of madness this month, by the way, which is NFL free agency Super Bowl champion and Chicago Bear Coby Bryant is on the show. Can't wait to talk to him. We also have Jalen Nailor of the Raiders, who broke off, is going to have a breakout year. Is he the wide receiver one? Does it even matter? Does he want that label? Has he talked to Kubiak? Has he talked to Max? All those questions will be answered. And we're also going to chat with a FanDuel ambassador, talk a little casino world with Vegas Matt on the show. Okay, here in LA, I know you have March Madness going on. Go to FanDuel Sportsbook, guys. Get it going. Last night kicked off the Fanatics Flag Football Classic, which is going to be all the rage here in Los Angeles this weekend. I believe tickets are still available if you want to come out and hang out with us on Saturday morning/afternoon. But I got a chance to be part of the kickoff festivities last night. I'll be part of all the festivities, Matthew Hamilton, and it's bananas. Absolutely bananas as you take a look here. What a group, what a crew. Everybody was there. They did a draft. I'm talking Tom Brady. There's our guy Gronk, like towering over everybody. Even Tom, who's back there. Joe Burrow, as you can see, well documented. Saquon Barkley, Matthew Hamilton. The teams were chosen, Logan Paul. And I guess that's my first note. I walked in and continued to stir the pot about Logan Paul v. Gronk in this one, and Gronk with a full plate of food, like literal wings, is yeah. This was after the draft. I'm on the other side of Kevin Hart there, and they're just mad at each other, and it continues. And I guess like they're gonna figure it all out Saturday morning.
Yeah, and Kevin Hart, I would not want to be in the middle of those two guys. That was Kevin Hart's size.
No, it's exactly where he wanted to be, and he loved every minute. He did an excellent job with Drewski hosting the ceremony there. And then, of course, there's a part. It's just like, can I tell you that I saw Larry Fitzgerald there last night? Can you imagine, like, how special of a moment or, like, what it would take to get Larry Fitzgerald somewhere?
Yeah.
It was that cool. I saw, and then I started thinking about it, and I was talking, you know, like I see Joe, and I'm like, what do you think of this on Saturday? So basically, they have 3 teams, as I understand it, 2 NFL quarterbacks each on 2 of the teams, and then they have the Team USA, the actual flag team that have known and done this and played the flag game their entire life. So we've got the Founders, the Wildcats, and here's Team USA, which of course have Darnell Doucette, Hoosh, who I know very well because I, launched the AFFL back when they were doing that, and he's really good. And he, of course, Hamilton, has had a lot to say about NFL players and their proficiency in playing flag and with the incoming LA 2028 of it all, where everyone's going to have to compete. This is not going to be, hey, you're Patrick Mahomes, you get in. There will be trials. True. So, that's my understanding, is that every NFL player, every whoever, Olympian hopeful, is going to have to go through rounds and rounds of trials like everybody else. I don't know how committed NFL players will be to that. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be one of the most interesting parts of this whole thing, is if Team USA comes in and wipes the floor with all these NFL players, I think it really changes the way people look at this in the outlook for the Olympics. But yeah, I was curious though, because obviously, I feel like there's probably a spectrum of guys that, it's going to be fun for them and guys that are just locked in. Who's the most dialed in, competitive about this?
Okay. Let me think. Okay, so I would say everything will be, in another world, this is Pro Bowly and fun, and it is. And then you really bring in that Team USA, and they have everything to gain from this. And you have to see who has something to gain, right? And that's them. So when they're out there and they're succeeding and giving it 100%, there's no world where any NFL player isn't like, oh no, I'm not gonna. They have something to lose, the NFL players. So then they're competitive. That already is the smartest thing I've ever seen, is bringing in Team USA to solve this age-old question that we debate of who would be better at whose sport. I do think, and I would also say Tom Brady's just an insane person. And Gronk's on his team. He drafted Gronk to his team last night. So I think we're going to see a lot of just like Gronk's arms above everybody touchdowns happening. I will say this. I was really like truly doing my research. I'm covering it this week. I asked Drew Brees, who was there. And I asked him, I go, what does this come down to? Like, who has, all the NFL players are like, not worried, not worried. Joe was like breaking down, Kuechly's in the corner drawing up plays. Like, it's crazy. And one thing that I started thinking about and noodling on, and that Drew Brees also smartly, we talked about it, like, can NFL players pull flags? Like, that's really, are they agile enough, low enough to the ground? How much practice does it take to get the art of like Kuechly, like Gronk's not pulling a flag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like 2020, like, I'm trying to think of like who the MVP, it's a different, I might be better at that in a weird way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's
it's a different skill set.
The size difference, the thing, but then it's like, then you also think like, well, these NFL players aren't going to have pads. So like, what's that going to, like, maybe they are going to be able to do that. But I think the pulling is a general consensus among the future freaking Hall of Famers in the building last night was NFL players pulling flags. I think that they have a practice today and tomorrow. And I think that's going to be a huge emphasis, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it totally does. It's a different skill set completely. And I would think with the hand-eye coordination that these guys have and stuff, I feel like they can pick it up. It might take a little bit of practice. I'm sure Kuechly's been out there practicing for months, not him. But,
do you know who my favorite person was to see? Not that I should have favorites. I got to see Odell.
Oh, nice.
Who I love and who, I don't know how he's feeling about it. He's got to come back to the NFL. You can tell, just like, I think we're going to see that competitive nature come out too. I would say, like, we're talking about who might like steal the show and be competitive. Put something on tape, get some buzz. Yeah. Just saying, he's got a big tattoo on his back. Wouldn't hate to see it go to use where he began. Yeah,
I think Jackson Dart would love that too.
Yeah, I would like to see that. So I think he might be, if I were to do like an MVP kind of vibe from that. As well. But yeah, there's a lot going on with that. So like, I'm not going to sleep for 5 days. Very excited about that, and you guys can track along on social. So I want to talk about that because it's the biggest story right now, along with March Madness. And we've got March Madness, by the way, in like an hour. The tourney is tipping off. So let's take a look at the odds. The last look before the chaos. Duke has taken over as the fave to win it all at plus 390. Arizona followed closely at plus 400. Michigan plus 420. Florida's been the big mover here late, plus 800 2 days ago. They're now plus 550. Houston getting the best odds of any team that's not a 1 seed at plus 1,200. FanDuel, by the way, feeling very generous today. If you go over to the sportsbook and click the Let's Dance bonus icon, you receive free bonus bets that you can use on any NCAA tournament game this week. So make sure you go do that right now, and we will be back with Koby Bryant. We're excited to have him on the show. Jalen Nailor on the program. All right, let's talk, Koby. The Bears. Cool. Do you want to do the NFC North thing here or no?
I don't think we... Yeah, I think we can wait on it. I do have to say, though, if we could pull up the...
That was the rundown, was to do that and to Koby Bryant. Oh, then that's the reason, not because it was a bad call to do that. Okay, got it. Okay. Got it. So we'll save that, maybe?
Yeah.
Is that savable?
It's definitely, absolutely. So. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What were you saying?
I have to say, though, if we look at those teams again, I kind of like, I know it's hard to go against Tom Brady, but I kind of like the Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow team.
Well, they took the OGs. They drafted Odell, who I think's got something to prove. I do. Then they've got Devontae, who I loved seeing him last night. So I just always in awe. And then they got D-Hop. So they got big targets. Like they got. But can they pull flags? That's my question.
But Derwin and Jalen and Luke Kuechly, that defense.
Who's their coach? Who's coaching this one? Is it Kyle?
I'm
Or
not
Sean?
sure. It
Is that
doesn't.
not out?
I'm not sure. Doesn't say.
Like, is I Show Speed maybe gonna steal the show on that one?
And
That's fun.
that's what I was gonna say too. I feel like of like the other guy, like the influencers on these, like he is an athlete. He's a legit
That
athlete
was crazy,
and
yeah.
is gonna make some plays out there.
Logan Paul is a flag player. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm going to their practice. What should I look
Okay,
for?
and that is Shanahan's team, by the way.
It is, yeah.
The Jaden Daniels team.
Of course, I
Yeah.
saw Kyle.
So
I saw
that
Kyle
too.
last night
They're
and
winning.
wouldn't even make eye contact. I'm so intimidated by him. I just couldn't even I saw him at honors too, and I went, I don't know why he's intimidating to me. Because I don't even.
All this
I
talk
want him,
about how we want to have him on the show and all this stuff, and
I don't know
you
that
get
I
your
would want to
chances
have
to
him
see
on the
him.
show because I think I'm not cool enough. He's I don't think I'm cool enough to have him on the show.
Well, you know what my number one goal at owners meetings is going to be now, then.
I don't think that's going to happen. I'm
gonna try.
I have to meet him because I'm working with them.
Yeah.
But I'm a little scared of him. That's the truth. I always have been. I don't know why. I just think
You know who's not scared of him?
Who?
Our next guest.
Oh yeah, exactly right. Fair. Fair.
So maybe he can give you some pointers.
I just feel like he would not hold, he just would read me for filth.
Under pressure, trying to buy the time, and Kobe Bryant took it away. Led the team with pass breakups, but as you can see right here, very physical as well. And it is intercepted.
Tell you what worked out is Kobe Bryant.
I don't know, what's the Bears thing? Super Bowl champion Kobe Bryant. We went from this to, is it this paw thing? What's the Bears move?
Definitely. Most definitely. I'm going to keep it like that. I'm going to keep it simple.
Kobe, it's so good to see you. Congrats on this deal from the Bears. Incredible. Super Bowl. What a ride you've been on. It's nice to catch up with you. Congrats. What does it feel like?
I'm blessed. It's been a long season, short off season as well, too, but I'm enjoying it. Just started training last week, so I'm already putting in the work again. So here we are again, for sure.
Based off the season, Kobe, you had, and I'm glad that you there were a lot of options for you. A lot of people wanted you to be hanging out with them for the 2026 season. How did it go with the Bears? What was it about the Bears?
Just the sense of being wanted, honestly. They called me at 7 a.m. I'm in Arizona, so they called me pretty early, which I had just woken up. And, that struck it right there, honestly. Just like I said, just being wanted and them pursuing to, get me over there. It wasn't easy, obviously, being in Seattle for 4 years, but ultimately I'm blessed, and, that's where it led me to Chicago.
I remember talking, you probably don't remember this, but Kobe, I remember talking to you when I was on Good Morning Football.
Yeah.
You were in the draft process, if I do recall, which was crazy, and you were coming out of Cincinnati, and now you're sitting here in front of me, a Super Bowl champion. What a freaking road. When you look back at that, and now you're being wined and dined by the Ryan Poles of the world, what are you most proud of? And congrats on that.
Yeah, thank you. Just all the work I put in, that it paid off. You hear that, all the work you put in is going to pay off just from day one. But to see it actually happen and win a Super Bowl at the highest level, that's always something that you dream of since you were a kid. And just to see it come to life this early in my career is definitely a blessing, and I'm definitely excited.
Yeah, I remember it was you played opposite Sauce. And it was sauce, 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 sauce. And we were no, look at this guy. And now you're the Super Bowl champion.
Sure.
You get this huge, huge deal. Can you tell me, what do you remember from the phone call from the Bears?
Like I said, I was just waking up, so I was kind of, still asleep at the time. But just, them telling me how much, they want me to be there, what I could bring to the team, just being a leader for the team as well, too. And, I already seen what they were building from day one, with the team last year as well, too, with, Ben and, Caleb Williams, all those guys. It's definitely going to be special, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
It's clear why Poles was saying all those things if you look at the numbers, and we will here and give you some love. You were second among safeties in passer rating allowed last year, which is insane. What's more impressive, or it is really impressive, obviously, at corner, that's insane. How is the transition to safety and making that move? How does that unlock your sort of like your natural strengths as a player?
Right. Honestly, I feel like I was more of a safety coming out, really, but I just could play corner. And when they moved me to safety in Seattle a couple years ago, I was pretty pissed. I'm not gonna lie. Like I didn't want to play safety. I just always wanted to play corner, but they knew what it could do to my career, and I'm beyond thankful that they were able to do that for me. But it just unlocks just me being the best player and best leader that I can be for the team I'm on, and just ultimately just go out there and make the plays that I'm capable of making.
I know Poles said that. Was it Poles who called you? Or was it somebody else? I don't want to misspeak.
Dennis Allen.
Dennis.
DC.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I want to talk. That's very cool because I would imagine, like, I heard Poles say that you play their style of ball. That was the quote that you used. So I would love to know, like, obviously when I think of Dennis, I think like aggressive.
Right.
He wants those takeaways. What makes you a good fit according to Dennis Allen and you?
Yeah, just pretty much what he said already. Just me playing fast. Just the takeaway aspect. Just really just being that dog that I am. And not to hype myself up, but just all the things that they listed. Obviously, like I said, they're building something special over there, and I'm just excited to be a part of it, and keep it going, and ultimately just go win it all for sure.
You've got the instincts and the range, the ball skills. That's what's making you a great safety. What do you mean you don't? You don't want to hype yourself up at your position? You have to do that more than everybody else, don't you?
Yeah, for sure.
But now let's get to real business here because you wear 8. We all know why.
Yeah.
After Kobe. Looking at the Bears roster right now, that's Cairo Santos.
Yeah.
Talk turkey to me, Kobe. What
Absolutely.
are we going to do about this? Kobe's other number's 24. I looked at that too.
Right.
Nick McLeod's got that. What are we doing about this?
I got some things, cooking up, but I definitely reached out to him and asked him about the number 8. He was very, cool about it. So we're trying to come to an agreement pretty soon. I don't have a set number yet.
Okay.
I don't want to speak too soon, but definitely have 2 options. And you actually just said the 2 options that I was already looking at. So
yeah,
those are 2 I could go for, honestly. So
okay,
we're gonna see.
You're telling me that this is all I care about. You're telling me, Kobe, that you have open negotiations. You've began negotiations with both.
I would say both, but number 8 first.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to 24.
You'll see if you're Ryan Polsing this thing. You're trying to figure out, right?
For sure.
Like a little bit there.
For sure.
Okay, so you want that one. I love that. I think it's really hurtful for you that you got 3 years, $40 million.
Yeah, I know.
That kind of sucks to be you.
Yeah, it definitely does. I'll wear number 100 if that's the case. I'm not. Yeah, that's.
Tell me what you would give. What would you give for 8?
I honestly don't know. I haven't, set a number or anything, but like I said, we're just gonna, figure something out. As long as we're on the same page and, things could be copacetic, we'll be good. So
my producers text me, don't ruin his negotiation tactic. Don't.
No, it's good.
Don't. Yeah, say you'll give nothing. Say you're cool with it. Be like, I'll wear number 89. I'm fine. Like whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he doesn't care at all. Cairo.
Sure.
No big deal. Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, when you were weighing your options on where to go, I refuse to believe it was just a phone call. And Dennis Allen, very charming, very cool, great.
Yeah.
This had to have something to do with Caleb Williams, in my opinion. How did he factor in to your decision to go to Chicago?
Absolutely. Like I said earlier, it's always tough leaving, Seattle. Just what we built for the last 2 years with Coach Mike. All those are my brothers. Like I said, that was definitely the toughest thing about it, leaving those guys. But just like you said with, Caleb Williams, just the special talent he is, the leader he is. He actually reached out to me. He was the first person to reach out to me when I did sign. And we were texting back and forth, just catching up, getting to know each other and stuff like that. And just, telling him what we could build and, just going off of that. And, just for him reaching out to me meant a lot, honestly. With me playing safety, him being quarterback and, him recognizing my game and vice versa. Elite talent. He's just scratching the surface, honestly, like I said in the press conference last week. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to, watch him play and watch him be great this year for sure.
What was the welcome message, the first text? Was it Yeah, I need to know.
It was legit. Like, he DM'd me like, yo, just hit my lines, and we texting, and yeah, I told him I got to come to LA and go to a Lakers game. So he's a LA guy.
Yeah.
So,
I love
yeah.
this. Maybe he can help you with the negotiations with Cairo
for sure.
to get that
I
number.
might have him, pay for the number for me. So
that's right, Caleb.
Yeah.
It's on you.
For sure.
Do you know Chicago well? Have you been? Do you have any?
I don't.
I love that.
Only been
for
like
you.
2 years ago. Yeah, I've been 2 years ago. We played Chicago. All I hear is a deep dish pizza. Not really a big of a fan of that. They might, get on me about that, but I have to try the better deep dish
Have
pizza.
you had any deep dish?
I have,
Which
but
one?
to be fair, it was after we played the Bears, so I don't remember the name. It was probably kind of cold a little bit too, so can't really go off that. So I might have to retry it.
Okay, so Giordano's, Illuminati's, Pequod's,
Okay.
They all gotta please treat my boy Kobe Bryant
Please.
very, very well. I'm sure Aaron Clark
Please.
over there in Chicago will help you out as well to
please.
acclimate and feel. Caleb knows all the spots.
For sure.
No better. It's a great city. It's
Yeah,
a
that's
great
all I've been
city.
hearing, especially in the summer.
Especially with the Bears playing the way that they are.
Right.
What
Right.
are you going to miss about? I know you're going to say the locker room, my teammates. Here's
Yeah.
my question about the Seahawks. What are you going to miss most about the culture that has been set and thrived this past season?
Honestly, just everything, like you said, the culture that we built, that didn't happen overnight. That was, something that we put in the work for since the day Mike stepped on, in Seattle, honestly. And like you said, just like I said earlier, my brothers, the coaching staff, from the people in the training room, the equipment room, everybody in that building, honestly, I built relationship with, just because that's the type of person that I am. But just to, so like I said, it wasn't easy. That was the hardest thing. And, getting text messages from all those guys and, telling them that, no matter where I am, we're always brothers.
Mm-hmm.
We actually played Seattle.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Seattle.
In Seattle. So they better be ready for me for sure.
You
So
can't
I'm
let that
gonna be excited.
Kobe, you cannot let that Bears helmet be on that bone temple.
No, I can't at all. I can't.
Will that motivate you think? Like, what's that mean?
Absolutely. I'm always motivated, honestly. And I know, Ben will too, and Caleb and the rest of those guys, honestly, the whole team will be. And like I said, we're building something special over there, and I'm excited. So.
I'm looking at where it could be. Obviously, schedule release hasn't happened yet. Like, could that be? So it's in Seattle. Like, do we want that to be the kickoff game, if we were praying about it, or do we want it to be later in the season?
Either or, honestly, I really,
would you
it doesn't really
prefer?
matter to me.
I think I'd rather it later in the season when y'all like you get your legs under you a little. I would. What do you, from a player perspective, what would you rather have? It's a meaningful game for you. It's okay to say that.
It is. Every game's a meaningful game, but I wouldn't mind honestly start the season off out there. Honestly, weather would be nice. The whole world would be watching. Honestly,
Kobe.
I'm
We
ready
need. Hold on. We need that because that's the banner. The banner will go up that day.
Yeah.
Oh, it has to be that game. You have to be there for the raising of the banner.
It has to be. So, yeah.
In Takeaway City. No offense.
Yeah.
Sorry to the Seahawks. And then, so you're in the NFC North, and then here comes Kyler. A division foe joins yours. You're saying it's crazy. What did you think of that when you saw that happen?
Obviously he's a great player. I have a ton of respect for him. I've been going against him since I was a rookie. And just to see, him go to the, same division again is pretty crazy. But, like I said, a ton of respect for him. And definitely wishing him nothing but the best, and I know he'll do well over there for sure.
Kobe, I want you to have a different rap on this. Here's, like when I asked Cam Jordan who his favorite quarterback is, he says Matt Ryan because he sacked him so many times and got his numbers big. You mean to tell me you're not excited about getting to hang out twice a year with a guy who's given you 3 of your 7 career interceptions? Don't lie to me right now.
I mean, I'm definitely
3 out of 7 are coughed up from Kyler.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I know that's just a testament that he likes to, challenge me, which I'm up for the challenge. And, it just so happens to go into my favor the last couple years. But like I said, just a ton of respect for him, honestly. I don't want to go there about that, but
No, of course.
they know for sure.
It'll be
That's
fun.
all.
I do want to shout out your roots very quickly because Glenville High School is actually hanging. I saw your agent yesterday. We talked about
Yes.
That high school. So much lore in the NFL,
Yeah.
right outside of Cleveland. What's a tarbloodler? What is that?
Yeah, this is always difficult explaining. So it's just like, I guess, I don't remember what year it was, but like I'm gonna just say back in the day, like they used to work on like railroad tracks, and it used to be so hot, and like the tar would like get on them, I guess, and then yeah, so like they were just basically putting in so much work that like the tar would be on them, and like they would be bleeding like their hands and stuff. But
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
And is Ted Ginn's dad still the coach there?
Yeah, him and my dad are actually like best friends. So that's
really?
like he's like my uncle. A lot of history through that program. Like
Dante Whitner, a friend of my show.
Dante Whitner, yeah. Dante actually, he was when we played San Fran. He was actually talking a lot of junk. So my older brother tried to call him. He didn't answer after we beat the
Dante Whitner talking shit? No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Not
so
him.
he's
He's
if he's watching this, he knows.
Oh,
So,
no. I don't want to know about
Yeah.
that. What would you tell? Last one for you. And enjoy your off season and get to know. And please give us all the recommendations in Chicago for Kobe Bryant, everybody.
Please.
What would you tell, like, a young tar-blooder?
Yeah.
What would you go back and tell him right now?
Definitely embrace it. Like being 15, 16 years old, honestly, you don't see the vision that early. My dad and Coach Gann and like my older brother, they painted that out for me early, so I was able to see it, thankfully. But just trust in the plan, honestly, it'll work. It worked for a lot of guys coming through that program. Just keep working, honestly. There's definitely going to be, highs and lows, but just keep going. I know that was my journey, honestly. I came in high school, I was like 5'5", 117 pounds. So, a lot of people definitely counted me out. But like I said, I just put in a ton of work and, it paid off the right way, and beyond grateful for sure.
And now you're a made man in Chicago with a great fan base ready to, and just like the 12s, you have so much reverence for the Seahawks.
Absolutely.
And there will be no Bears helmet on a spike in Seattle. Hopefully the kickoff game with the banner.
Yeah,
Wishing you all the
sure.
best. Well earned, and congratulations. You're very easy to root for, Kobe.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate
and
that.
thank you, Kyler, for your future Hall of Fame statistics. We'll be back after this. Jalen Nailor on the show. From defense to offense, we'll talk a little Raiders. Offense, maybe a little defense too. They've got a superstar on defense that's being highly talked about. Great. I just needed the comms on it. Thank you so much.
Dante Whitner.
What?
Dante Whitner.
Love him.
He's the
I haven't
best.
talked to him in a long time.
Yeah.
If he's not there, do you want to do the NFC North stuff
Yeah, we can do that.
out of break, maybe? Or two?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, it's got to be that kickoff game. Like from an NFL perspective too. Chicago in there, Caleb kicking off the season.
I
Mm.
don't want to think about this season. We're good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still in a world where like yeah, I can't even deal. I can't find my passport yet. Somehow I was supposed to be in Saudi. Like, all things really broke right in that regard for me. I can't wild.
It's a whole other situation I got to figure out
My
soon too.
nephews and nieces are having the time of their actual lives with the March Madness.
What?
Maya's like they're all like into she's golfing, little Maya. That's Natalia.
They got spring
That's
training,
Natalia.
golf.
They're like
Oh,
living
wow.
their best freaking lives, these children. with March Madness. And I'm over here like, oh, it starts today? Great. So funny. What's the big game today? The big one?
Let me see.
My eyes hurt.
I mean, it's all, you always look at those like 12-5, 13-4 games for the big upsets. McNeese had a little bit of a run last year, so them against Vanderbilt's a good one to keep an eye on.
Okay. McNeese, huh?
Yeah.
The McNeese Tar
High
Blooders?
Point versus Wisconsin. The Tar Blooders. What a name. Nebraska's good at basketball now. They're a 4 seed up against Troy.
Could never be me.
So is your family all going for Michigan State, or is there?
I can't hear you. He's talking. We'll catch up in a little bit. All right. Music video.
To the back of the end zone. Nailor reaching out. He got his feet in. It's a touchdown. Murphy throwing it. Oh, he caught it. Loading it up for Nailor, and he drops a dime. Nailor with a move and a stiff arm. The end zone. Touchdown. Jalen Nailor.
Suiting up for the silver and black now after catching passes for 4 years in Minnesota. Jalen Nailor, you were 4 years in Minnesota sounds crazy to me, no?
Yeah, it does. It flew by. Past 4 years definitely went by in a blink of an eye. I was just talking about it the other day with my wife, how fast the time has been.
Is that 7 back there hanging out?
Yeah, that's her. That is her.
You have 7, and now you've got another baby on the way.
Yes, I do.
Are you ready for zone coverage?
I'm gonna have to be. I'm more of a man guy, but zone coverage it will turn into.
That's what it's going to turn into. I love that. Luckily, things are settled. You got a new home. Congratulations, my friend. Who's this? Hold on.
Yes, thank you.
Who is this?
Oh, this is Pluto.
Hi, Pluto.
My little mini Aussie doodle.
Oh my gosh, so cute. We love that you're joining us for this interview. Nothing could make me happier. Congrats on the deal. It's amazing. 3 years. Raiders,
yes, thank you.
Vegas. Can you take me through why you chose the Raiders?
I feel like it was a component of multiple things. Coaching staff, of course, the front office. I feel like that those are great people, and I just feel like they absolutely wanted me the most, is what it seemed like. So I just went with my gut feeling, and just to have this offense that the team is putting together, this defense that's incredible on paper so far. So I'm just excited to bring some winning to this Raiders organization and to these fans.
3 years, 35. I don't always like talking about money, but that is, they wanted you. Like,
yes,
they really, because there's like money matters, it doesn't matter, like round, whatever. That is a team that said, that put their money where their mouth is. Do you know what I mean? What does that feel like?
Ma'am.
What does that feel like?
It feels great, just having that type of like respect, or just wanting somebody in their building. It's an amazing feeling, and I'm just very grateful to have this opportunity, and thankful for the Raiders for what they've seen in me on film, and as the guy I am.
And you've got Mariah and 7 and Pluto, and y'all are now moving to a different team. You've got Clint Kubiak. Can you tell me about the process and the conversations that you had with him in leading to this decision and even after?
It was more so just how they see me as a player, the type of guy that I've been. I want to say a couple years ago when we played in Seattle, before a game, one of the coaches came up to me. I'm not sure who it was, but Seattle coach came up to me and said that they really liked my game and liked the way I play. So I feel like that played a role in it. Just knowing the offense that Kubiak runs, and how he gets his guys the ball, get them in space, just to let them do what they do, And I'm just excited for this opportunity.
How much in conversations with Clint, or even just like what you want for yourself? Like, I know you're going to have a breakout season, that's clear, and everybody knows it. you don't pay somebody the kind of money that they paid you as far as investment, and you're the wide receiver one, I imagine. Like, how much was that in these conversations?
Yeah. It's more of a thing that they see my skill set and they know how to. They'll know how to use me correctly within the offense. You know, motions, jet sweeps, things like that. You know, taking the top off the defense. Because I feel like I'm a complete receiver that can do all aspects as this receiver role. And I'm just excited for this opportunity. You know, I'm a competitor at heart, and this is just going to showcase the type of competitor I am.
Yeah, being the primary target, I would love to see for you.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'd be excited. Whoever your quarterback might be, and we'll get into the hypotheticals in a little bit. What kind of a guy is Kubiak? How would you describe him based off I know you probably haven't hung out with him a ton.
I feel like he's very, very chill dude, you know. He doesn't really talk much, but when he does, you know, your ears are open. Just the type of guy what he feels like is a great guy and wants the best for his players. Just a guy that's bringing in a winning mentality.
You're talking jet sweeps, deep balls, I imagine, and I'm thinking, like, is there, not to comp, but is there something about what Clint did with Rashid Shaheed that is attractive to you?
Yeah, of course, you know. Shaheed has tremendous speed, you know. I have decent speed as well, but just to feel that kind of role, you know, the guy that can when a play is needed, you know, explosive play, that I could be that guy that they can rely on and depend on to go out and do that.
What did you just say about you said you're kind of fast? What did you just say?
I said I have decent speed.
I
wouldn't say I'm the fastest, but I would say I'm pretty fast.
What do they call you?
They call me Speedy.
Speedy. Yeah. What are you like? I like the humbleness, but now I'm just gonna gas you up because let's just remind you, clearly need a reminder of what you can do. Can you walk me through this, my friend? It's a 62-yard reception against the Ravens, Week 10.
You know, it's just a kind of a pick play. I'm running the wheel route, and Jordan's coming to pick my man. And I just kind of played it slow, just waiting for Jordan to get in the correct space to get close enough to my defender to where I can just break off that wheel route and then just try to take off and be as open as I can be, and just make the great catch that I did over the shoulder. You know, that's a tough catch to make, but
it is.
As a receiver, we got to make those.
Finally, you're giving yourself some love. Raiders fans, you're going to love Jalen Nailor. Yes, it was a very tough over-the-shoulder grab. Yes, in fact, you did, make not one but two guys miss on that play. Longest reception of your career, I think.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and where that came from. Decent speed. That's what you said.
Decent speed.
Decent, not too bad.
Yeah.
Woo.
I should have scored there, you know.
Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at some of these numbers from last season. You did have career highs in catches and yards, and that's why I'm so excited for you to be the primary target, get more volume, because look at this yards per catch number. That's what pops out to me. If you were to use one word, one sentence, one thing you really honed in on to describe your 2025 season, what is it?
Reliable. That's what I'd say.
I love that.
You know, just working on my hands the past off season. Having that hand injury that I had during training camp, I feel like that really set me up to where, you know, it's the ball or nobody. You know, that was just my biggest thing going into last year, is just make every catch that comes my way. Any catch that touches my hands. That was my motto for last year.
We came into this interview, you're wearing that purple uniform. You did it for 4 years. When you're smiling, I think you had a good time in Minnesota. KOC is great.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's sort of the impact that maybe your coach or that team made on you that you're taking with you?
Say that again.
What impact did KOC make on you, and what are you sort of taking forward with you?
Just the confidence that he instilled in me from the day I first got there. You know, I know my first year he was telling me it's okay to make mistakes, but just keep being a ball player and keep trusting the process. And it was a pretty tough process those first 2 years, but as I was starting to stay healthy on the field, just kind of get a rhythm, get my confidence up there, and he was just building that confidence from day one, and it never stopped even to this day.
So you're a veteran. You're going to be a veteran, 5th year, walking into the walking in here into this like new life, this whole new chapter, and I think it's very cool. And I'm so curious because you can speak to this. Like you spent time with a young quarterback, somebody who's like we're with JJ. We're seeing all of that. What's like the key that with your incumbent drafted quarterback, who's likely, we can say it's likely that it's, or there's a big possibility that it's Fernando Mendoza. Like what's like if you were to write a book on how do I get him where he needs to be as a 5th year guy? How do I approach this? Like, what would be those steps?
First would just be just learning the offense, getting in with him, breaking down film, breaking down the playbook, just trying to get on the same page, I would say. And then just finding those at those times, on the field, off the field, you know, just to talk ball, just to be in the same presence and just continue building as a receiver and just building him up as a quarterback, instilling that confidence in him that he can have in me to go out there and perform to his best ability.
I don't know if he lacks confidence, Fernando Mendoza. I mean, I'm sure.
Doesn't seem like it.
When you watched him, what pops?
You know, he's a football guy. He's a football player. He wants to win. The touch he has on his passes, you know, those accurate passes that he makes, it really pops out. And he's a mobile quarterback. Like he can get on the ground and he can run a little bit. So just to have those aspects of him as a quarterback, you know, he's on the taller end as well. So seeing over the line won't be an issue. But I mean, he has all the things that you want in a quarterback.
And I feel like his strengths match your strengths.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so
I feel like we're going to complement each other.
Yeah, let's pray if that happens. Can't say it's going to happen. It might, but the downfield throws are what excite me, I think, most about the two of you. If you could paint the picture, and let's say you get to pray out and manifest the perfect first catch from what might be Fernando Mendoza, what's the ideal route?
Go ball.
Why'd you say that? Just nice and easy.
I feel like it's my favorite route. It's something I can use my speed with, you know, and I feel like my ball tracking skills are pretty good. So I say that route for sure.
I love that. You played the Raiders. I want to talk a little bit about this. It's a very special fan base. It is.
Yes.
You have a shirt that says "One" with your agency, but they are special. You said you can tell already. What do you mean by that?
Just how they are on social media, you know, the amount of comments, the amount of DMs that I've received so far from them has just been nothing but love, and they're excited as well, and I'm excited as well too to go out there and compete, man. You know, I feel like this organization and fan base is due for some winning football, so I'm excited to see the Darhard friends in action.
You played high school ball in Vegas too, so you know it a little bit.
I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah. Yep. My producer's texting me, doing his homework, excited about you, wants to talk to Michigan State. But I want to talk about a little bit more about the Raiders because you only faced them once in your career. I looked that up this morning. It was that weird game. It was like 3-zip. It was none of y'all wanted to win this game. I remember it. What did you learn about the fan base from that game at Allegiant?
I mean, they ride with their fans no matter what, you know, no matter what the score is, they're always going to ride with their fans. So I'm just excited, man, just to put on that black and silver and go out and perform in front of these great fans.
Yes, love that. And by the way, you brought Vegas, Bishop Gorman, 2 national championships.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're good luck in Vegas.
Yes.
Have you heard from Max Crosby? I'm just going to ask you.
Yeah, I have heard from Max. He actually texted me the day before I signed, and I met him once I got to the facility, and he's Great dude, man. I can't wait to spend more time with him off the field and on the field and in the weight room, stuff like that. You know, I mean, he seems like a real genuine guy and who wants to win. And he's done what he's done so far in his career, and he's just ready to keep improving and building on that.
Every Raider I know says the same stuff about it. That's why I wanted to ask, because even an undraft, like Ashton Genty's like, no, Max Crosby texted me. He's the first one to text me, and that matters. I'm trying to figure out, and even just objectively, like what kind of a season, like what did this whole thing do to him? Like, is it going, his sack record's 14 and a half. Like, that's his personal, like, I feel like this whole thing is just going to push him over the edge, and he's going to be lethal this year.
Oh, for sure. They definitely, I feel like they definitely lit a fire up under him. And he just wants to get back healthy and go out there and ball out and even do better than he's done before, And I'm excited for that, Just watching him the past 4 years that I've been in the league, how dominant he is and the type of guy he is, man. I'm just excited for it.
Michigan State, thoughts on the tourney? No.
I don't really watch too much college basketball,
like
but I'm a rock with my Spartans to win it all.
Oh, wow. You're a good guy.
Yeah.
See, look, Raiders are getting a loyal guy. And I know Minnesota fans miss you as well. What do you want to say to Vikings fans?
It's all love from me to the Viking fans, to Skull Nation, man. Wish I could still be in the purple and gold, but, at the end of the day, it's business and got to do what's best for myself and the situation that plays his hand. So it's all love. I'm a Viking for life for sure. Maybe I could come back one day. You never know.
Oh, I love that. Can you straighten me out on J.J. McCarthy? What do I need to know? As just a fan, and I root for him, and I don't know what, and obviously they bring in Kyler. What do I need to know from a wide receiver perspective? A guy who knows him. Is he the guy?
He can be the guy for sure. He can be the guy for sure. I just feel like it's a matter of him just still getting those reps in game and just building on what he did this past year. Just try to have a clean, healthy season. If he has a clean, healthy season, I think he'll be fine.
Do you think competition?
He has all the things.
Competition's good for him. He's that kind of guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's the ultimate competitor in my eyes.
So Kyler, who's sky's the limit, has more experience. What is he gonna do to JJ?
It's gonna be a battle. I can tell you that it's gonna be a great QB battle. I don't know who's gonna come out on top. I'm probably rocking with my guy JJ, but you never know, man. It's gonna bring the best out of both of them. Just to have that chip on their shoulder to go out there and perform like their life depends on it.
Really well said. You have a lot of love for your teammates, which is very cool to hear. And Raiders fans embracing you, which I love. Congrats on the big deal, the big commitment. Congrats on the baby. Do you have a name you want to share with us? No? Yes?
No. We're gonna keep that in-house.
I love that. Keep it in-house. Vegas is ready to welcome you back home. And we'll talk to you soon. Congratulations.
Of course. Thank you, Kay.
Jalen Nailor, thank you. Congrats to you. Thanks for coming on the show. We'll be back after this. I think we should do the NFC North stuff. Why? Okay, you want to be take it. We're okay. We can just save that to Monday, huh?
Yeah.
Thanks, Sam. Sorry about that.
All good.
I should have been better with Kobe on the jerseys. I should have given him I'm too brain dead to think of I don't want to go with money. I should have had I couldn't on the fly think of a scenario. Oh my God, I can't even think of the word for the thing I can't think of. I couldn't think of a hypothetical.
Yeah.
If this, if that. It can still cut up to a good word, though.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to think, like, what do you give Cairo Santos?
How sweet is Jalen Nailor? I'm so excited
Oh,
for him.
amazing.
I hope Raiders fans are nice to him.
Yeah. And Cairo Santos being from Brazil. Something like get him a...
I feel like we could have, the extra layer of that was to think of, to think of like a...
Yeah.
What's he going to say? We haven't come, or I couldn't think of, and I can't think of one now, so I don't have an answer for my problem.
Oh.
Something like I could have done like monetary, non-monetary. Hi, I'm on the air. Can I call you later? Am I seeing you at 3?
So he's not going to come in today.
Okay, let me call you after this. Bye. Love you too. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, so that's before just saying, is your whole family rooting for Michigan State, or are there
No, like my godson made me buy him a Duke jersey, and I was like, what are we doing?
Oh, wow.
Like, there's nothing worse. So there's always like that.
Sure, that
like,
did not go over well.
Not with me. I'm like, what are we from Maine? Or my dad in finance? No, we are a blue collar, Big Ten,
You're the White Lotus
Duke.
guy, yeah.
Who the hell's Vegas mad?
Casino? Let's go. He's a maniac, as everybody knows.
We're going to gamble $1 million today.
My next guest I've never met before, but he's the most followed casino influencer in the entire world, a FanDuel casino ambassador. Six-part docu-series, all in Vegas, Matt. I'm excited. So many people watch you every week and resonate with your authenticity. What made you, want to put not just your wins, but your vulnerable losses out to millions of people?
Oh, a lot of people, and hi, by the way, I'm just watching your show, and I'm playing poker with Jalen Nailor tonight, by the way, on TV. So that was fun to see him. It all started just as kind of a lark, and my son posted something, on social media, and it got a bunch of views, and our show just evolved, and a lot of people just show like big jackpots and make it look like, oh, you can just win, which is not a reality. I don't think it's healthy to encourage people to, think they're going to win playing slot machines. So I just kind of showed the good, the bad, and the ugly, the wins, the losses, and it resonated with people. They thought it was funny when I lost. They thought it was great when I won, and it's really caught on.
New episodes Wednesdays on FanDuel Casino's YouTube page. 3 episodes already released, 3 to go. So it's the real of it, the good, the bad, the ugly, the great and the uglier. I'm new to the game. It's not something that novices and just fans can watch. I watched a few Vegas Matt videos. Let's say I want to have some fun on FanDuel Casino. What is your best advice for me if I just want to just dabble?
Well, there's just the thing that's fun about that is, you can play it on your phone, and I've been playing on FanDuel Casino for a couple of years now. And I don't know, just, don't play with money that you can't afford to lose, I guess, responsible gaming. But there are so many fun games. There's a game called Vegas Matt Cash Eruption that I really love. There's Vegas Matt Blackjack. You can play all the same games you can play in the casino, just playing them on your phone or on your computer, and just play responsibly and bet a reasonable amount and hope to get lucky and win a lot.
What game would you and I have the most fun playing?
Oh man, I don't know. There's a Papa Shot game, which is kind of fun, like a carnival basketball game. I played that with Chandler Parsons one time. I played it with Gronk, and that's a fun game. It kind of looks like it might be skill based, but I don't think so. I think you just push the button and it either makes it or it doesn't based on RNG.
I'm a big roulette girl.
What's your lucky number?
I just put it on a color. Isn't that crazy? This is my move. When I'm let's say I'm in Vegas, I will have $50 or something like that, and I'll just put it all on black, and I'll walk away with $100. And that's great. That's my move. Almost every time I'll walk in and out of the casino. It's weird. It's probably not wise, but it actually works out for me a lot.
about half the time, I'd guess.
No, more, I swear. I go and it's quick and it's whatever. And I remember I was Baha Mar, and it brings Gronk to mind, actually. But that's what it's just easy and quick. I'm not like, when it comes to, what's the other one, like the really fun one?
Craps?
Yeah, that one I'm like an anxiety-ridden. I have like performance anxiety, and they want you to roll the dice and all that. And I get like, there's like, it's. I don't want other people to. I don't want to be accountable for other people's anything. Like, I don't want to like get it. Like, I want nothing to do with anybody winning or losing. But that one's, I guess, the most fun, but not fun for me. I just want to be responsible for me. Tell me about you and Gronk really quick before we let you go, and what you guys did. Because like, who's the best hang of all the celebs you've played with? Since you're never going to hang with me because I'm ridiculous.
Yeah, Gronk is a real character. You know, I played a couple hands with him and his brothers and his dad, and we've hung out in Atlantic City a bunch of times. We always seem to win together. The dude just lives a charmed life. He's such a good businessman. He's really smart and funny. So I've played a lot of hands with a lot of different celebrities, but there's just nobody like Gronk. The dude's just an animal.
It's so true. I was in a room full of A-list stars, and he was the most famous, popped out because he's 6 feet higher than even Tom Brady. It's like unbelievable. So that's a lot of fun. I do want to tell everybody, and the reason we're meeting is because you right now, guys, FanDuel Casino, watch YouTube to catch the brand new Vegas Matt docuseries. 3 parts left, 3 to go, or 3 parts in, 3 to go. If you're in Pennsylvania, everybody, New Jersey, Michigan, West Virginia, there's never been a better time to play on FanDuel Casino. It's Rewards Club's birthday. So every customer gets a reward box every day this month. Please head to your app store, download FanDuel Casino today, and you and I will play some game at some point. Give me like your best tip for like the craps table.
Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of like one of those people that always seem to lose at craps, so I switched my strategy to the don't pass. So instead of, hoping for a number to come up, I get a couple numbers out there, and then I just hope for 7 to come up. So since everyone always seems to lose, I'm kind of betting against the table. It doesn't make you popular, but it's proven to be more profitable.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, Vegas Matt. We love you, appreciate you. Good luck, and congrats on all the success.
Thank
See you
you.
guys tomorrow. Bye.